Hey guys, this is going to be an unboxing and first look at the HPI Jumpshot. This is a two-wheel drive monster truck that HPI's 10 scale that HPI just recently came out with. Been looking at this for quite a minute and wondering how this thing is going to compare. Its primary competition, of course, is going to be the two-wheel drive Traxxas Stampede and also the Arma Granite and the ECX Ruckus. And then there's a couple other cars from some other companies too. Integy has a two-wheel drive truck, as well as Hobby King does as well. And there's a couple other ones out there, but those are going to be its main competition. Is going to be those three monster trucks from those three companies. This thing does come ready to run, and you see there it says completely ready to run. So it does include a 6-cell 2000 milliamp battery and also double A's, which is good, and it's 2S compatible as well. The speed controller is. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. So when you open this box up, of course, ooh, the smell of a new RC car. You gotta love that. So, of course, they give you stuff over here. This is probably the battery that's in here. Get this to open this up real quick. It's probably going to be your battery in here, which I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I have to get this on the charger real quick because I do want to do a run with its stock out the box and then also with a 2S LiPo. But they did include the old school Tamiya connectors, which is interesting. They didn't include Dean's, or what people are calling, or what they're calling the T connectors as well. Might have did this for cost cut reasons as well, but that's interesting because this is probably gonna have to be replaced anyway, or at least on the speed control if you start running LiPos with it. But they do include the battery with it. What else do you have in here? This is probably, of course, your charger. Yeah, basic wall charger here. Accessories, of course, the plug-in, you know, for overseas plugs and stuff. Don't know what amperage this is, so see if we can focus in on this a little bit. Camera's not focusing too well. This is, oh yeah, this will take probably about 8 hours to charge, but we'll put that on a regular charger to get that charged up. Let's see what else we got up in here. Have the radio, which this is one of HPI's newer style radios. I kind of like the old one better. To me, it just had a better feel. This one just, in my opinion, just feels a little bit cheaper than some of the other ones they make. But it's still 2.4 gigahertz. It does actually have a nice feel to it. This is also made for smaller hands too, so it'd be easier for children to actually hold this, and it probably won't be as heavy as either. So anyway, it has your basic analog adjustments on here, servo reversing, steering trim. I'm looking for the binding button, which I don't see. And what else we got over here? Couple of tools, of course, batteries. Plus, don't know how long these last. These normally last probably about 8 or 9 runs. I've had these before, but I could have had some older ones. But since this is brand new, these should last a little bit longer than that. But they do include AA, so you don't have to go out and buy any of these, which is good. And they give you a few tools as well. So, let's see, what is this right here? I don't know what this is. I gotta focus in a little bit more. I gotta actually see what these are. This may be for the steering. It seems like if you change your servo out and you put maybe a servo in there that uses maybe 25T, maybe, or 26. It seems like that's what that's for right there. Yeah, 24. I see the number 24 right there. You guys probably can't see that. So anyway, to the meat, the truck. Pull this bad boy out. And also, of course, they give you an instruction manual and extra stickers. That's always good that you have extra stickers in here. So let's look at this bad boy real quick. Right off the bat, the truck does look good. I'll put it on my stand in just a minute. wanted to see how the suspension's set up, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a little bouncy, but once you put that battery pack in there, it should actually absorb pretty well. So this is set up pretty good. Tires, man, you guys know I love tires. So these actually have a somewhat of a soft compound, but it's not too soft. Size-wise, it's probably just a little bit smaller than the Granite, only because of the tires. So the Granite's probably going to sit a little bit higher. But the look of this is pretty good. I really like these tires, though. And the wheels. They are 12mm hex on the wheels. So, oh, let's turn around. Look at this body. This is a sticker. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This is actually a sticker here. So that's a nice little touch to it. Antenna tube sticks out the back here. Maybe at some point that'll be tucked in, because if this flips, that's going to start hitting. And that can actually take this off and then actually cut into that wire there. But so far, so good. I like the way this body looks. It's got a pretty nice color scheme to it. Turn this light off. Get these body clips off real quick. Very small body clips. At least they're not small like on some of the other cars. I did an ECX unboxing, and man, those body clips were tiny. Okay, with those body clips off, let's go ahead and get this off real quick and take a look at this. So this design is somewhat like if you would think about the HPI Savage, where it has the two plates on the side, which actually builds the stability with this and also durability as well. So it can take an impact, but it also makes the chassis stiffer, so it makes it handle better. As far as ground clearance, it's got pretty good ground clearance there. You see how this arcs up right here, so that's pretty good. I like the way this metal is, and they actually put a jump shot on the side of that, which is pretty good as well. The electronics, as you see, are pretty much sealed in there, so that is pretty good, because that does help with water resistance and also waterproofing. Servo is mounted up front. Ooh, that's mounted interesting. Servo seems to be up and mounted inward like that. So let's see if we can look down in here and see how that is. I hope you guys can see that that's focusing in. So you see the way that servo is. So that's pretty interesting how they mounted that in there as well. Body mounts, they are adjustable, which is good. Just pop this pin out and you can adjust the height of those, which is good because that means you can fit different bodies on here as well. ESC is mounted right here. Now, looking at this ESC and doing some research on it, this ESC can handle a 3S LiPo, but this motor that comes with this cannot. The ESC can handle a motor, 18-turn brush motor and up on 3S LiPo. It can't do a 15-turn. So I think if you try to run this vehicle with this motor on a 3S, you'll probably have some problems. Especially with the motor, because the motor definitely can't handle it. So I recommend if you do try to run 3S with this, to get an 18-turn motor or maybe even a 20-turn motor. You can still find those out there as well if you want to run 3S with this. The battery is mounted underneath it. Oh, and it's right up here. That's interesting. See if we can get this clip out real quick. All right, got that clip out. So basically, you pull this clip. I know Arma does something similar, except for with Arma, it's actually a plastic piece that actually slides all the way through here. And it's a body clip where you just pull that body clip out and you slide that piece. And then you can pull this up, where HPI actually took a different route and they just used one body clip right here for that. So this actually, does it flip up and come out? No, that's as high up as it goes. So I thought it would come up a little bit more, but it has this piece here that's actually blocking and keeping it from coming up, which is fine. I'm trying to see, yeah, you got enough room in there to actually put a 7-cell flat pack, but here's those famous Tamiya connectors, Tamiya connectors. So I kind of wish they would have put some Dean's connectors with it, but maybe at some point HPI will come out with their own brand, but that probably also helped on the cost of the kit as well. So go ahead and get this back in here real quick. So this is a quick look at this truck. It looks to be pretty solid. judging from the way it is, it's got some pretty beefy plastic on it. It does have adjustable shocks, which is good as well, so you can be able to adjust that pretty easily and fairly easy. And I know it has a Metal Gear transmission in it. Trying to see what tooth this pinion gear is. Probably have to look at the instructions and see. It looks to be between an 18 and a 20 tooth pinion gear, and it does have metal dog bones, which is good. So anyway, that is a quick look at this truck. I'll probably try to get this up and running pretty soon and do some running videos. I'll run it with the stock battery, and then I'll go ahead and run it also with a 2S LiPo as well. So feeling this body, it does feel pretty light. But anyway, that is a quick look at this. You guys stay tuned for some running videos of this. Trying to get this on here real quick. There we go. Good. One other thing I want to look at real quick before I stop. Oh, that was going to be the adjustments. It is as low as it'll go. Because you know me, I like to have my trucks kind of low. I'd like to try to get it probably about that low. But still, it does not have the battery in it, so it probably will go about that low once the battery's put in this. I did see one video on YouTube of this thing running already. It looked to run pretty good. So anyway, as always, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe if you have not, and stay tuned for more videos. Put your comments below. Thanks again.